Good morning, everyone. We will speak to grade 5 students today, and I would like to tell them a story which happened with us when we were in school. Now, we were trying to learn and understand about seeds and germination, and what does it really take for us to germinate and grow seeds. We had a very interesting biology teacher who was very involved with her students and would make sure that she comes up with interesting concepts, interesting definitions, interesting ways of telling us and teaching us to remember things that we were discussing in the class. I very distinctly remember she very clearly mentioned once that all of us and all life on matter, all life and matter in the world is made up of 5 basic elements. We were too small to understand all these concepts from the Puranas, but she told us all these details in a story and mentioned that we are all made up of 5 elements. And which were those 5 elements? And then she explained to us, and we had a good discussion. Consequently, we were discussing germination of seeds, and she was trying to practically and experientially explain to us how each one of those elements were important for anything to grow. And that is where she came with the concept of teaching us about the 5 elements while germinating seeds. And what are these 5 things that everything that grows on this planet or in this universe needs? It's fire, water, air, earth. What is the 5th thing? Does anybody remember? Mohan? Space. That's correct. So, every matter which is there on this planet needs all these 5 elements to grow, whether it's human beings, whether it's animals, whether it's seeds, whether it's plants, whether it's trees. All of these need all these 5 elements. What were to happen if any one of these elements were missing or less in quantity? There would be imbalances in nature. And that is what we were trying to experiment and understand. What happens if there is less light for a seed germination? What happens if there was less heat, if there was less space, if it was a constricted space, if there was no mud put in for growth or earth, or if there was no heat, no air, less oxygen? All these things which are very essential and crucial for life to propagate, evolve and grow were experientially and with examples taught to us in school. And I thought it would be an interesting thing for us to experiment. Let's do this exercise for us as well. Let's try to germinate some peas or some rajma or some gram or any such thing, and try to put them in water, in cotton, in wet cotton, in a petri dish or in a small cup, and try to see which ones grow the best. The ones which get less heat, the ones which get less water, the ones which get less earth or mud, the ones which are in a constricted space, or the one which does not get enough air, or the ones which get everything. And we will try and experiment to understand each one of these scenarios, and we will label and name our boxes or our dishes in such a manner that we know where which one is missing or is less. We will then know why all the 5 elements are important for all life to grow, evolve and become more than what they are. I will speak to you again.